Let's go to this screen. You guys know what card this art is from? No idea, Milk Dud, and I'm just not even like, I'm not even going to conjecture about it. Elvin's got it. Time Twister. So this is what Arena has felt like to me. I'm the dude with the sword and shield, and there's no timer, and the evil wizards, is sitting there with the timer, taunting it in front of us. And I wanted so bad, but then all my armor's just decaying, and I'm very sad. But today we have some good news, folks. Good news from the timer front. The topics covered I put up here really quick. Yo, Gay Sock Collector, what up? Yeah. Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for stopping through. I didn't memorize the stream or anything, but the 4 points I remember is timer. They talk about limited formats. They talk about the beta queue for those of you guys still not in Arena. They talk about, and finally, economy. They don't really talk about, but they say the next stream is going to be all about economy. Crumbles against approach. For Arena, Gay Sock Collector, we'll probably talk about some of the cards that are being played in the stream. This was last Wednesday's, and I'm pretty apologetic for getting out so late. I would love to have this posted on like Thursday. But Wednesdays are tough for me, and the week snowballed, and here we are. But once again, I think it was really informative. And he actually played some decent decks, and I think he might have even gotten a win. And by him, I mean our boy Nate Price. Psh, I don't even care. Doesn't even bother me. Let's do it, man. We got to get this thing going. It's like 1,000,000 o'clock here already. All right. Say hi to Nate.
And we'll play for 45 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that, and then I'll turn around and give you guys a sneak peek into what's coming up next. So
I like how he taunts us, first of all. Oh, fighter of the night, man. Oh, champion of the sun. Oh, you're a master of karate and friendship. Inikido 1986, thank you for that follow. Most annoying thing for me as someone who knows the rules watching a 1 - 1. Are you talking about Arena? Yeah, I want to talk about that a little this stream. I was just gonna say something and now I forgot. What's he talking about?
I have played a single blue or red spell. Okay, and we'll play for 45 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that, and then I'll turn around and give you guys a...
Oh, yeah. He does this thing like the 5 o'clock news thing, where it's like 5 things you need to know before you leave your house, coming up at 9 p.m. It's like, huh? If I need to know it and I need to leave my house before 9 p.m., what am I supposed to do? Don't taunt us with this stuff, man.
Peek into what's coming up next. So
Just because no one wants to watch you play the game doesn't mean that you could just
blue or red spell. But I have, blue and red
hold
spells,
this over our head
spells,
for the entire stream.
Spells. Those are the quests I have for today. I really want to go through and clean them out. So I built a couple of decks.
Yeah, Sundalray, I want to talk about that.
I built a green-white Dino Control
The first
deck.
example that it comes up, we'll pause it because
Build a green-white Dino Control deck. This is what I'm going to be playing to try to complete some of those quests. It's nice because Excellence Binding.
I voted for the green-white Dino deck because I thought he would do better with it than the blue-red random stuff deck.
Cool stuff
that he
This
made
is how
himself.
some of these cards work out. I've never played a Conqueror's Galleon before. Played all of the Ixalan and have never actually had this card.
How's the
Either
volume?
Limited or played it in constructed, so it'll be a chance for me to play around with it some. But yeah, this is just a Dino deck, kind of dumb, dirtily.
I think
It's
he
not
could be
the
a little bit louder, huh?
Red-green deck that everybody seems to be wanting to play. Like I just want to play Priest Awakening Sun, slow people down a whole bunch. I got a Bishop of Rebirth, just the Miser's Bishop in there to get back some of the cool like ranging Raptors and smaller cards.
All right, that should be good.
Are ultimately going to die off but help feed the late game strategy. So this is one of the decks I'm going to play. I also built a really bad blue-red deck. I've seen a bunch of people playing the black-blue pirate deck. I've seen people playing the really aggressive black-red deck. I actually seen more of that than the black-blue. I haven't seen anybody playing blue-red, and
no one
so I figured I'd play a blue-red control-ish deck with Sailor of Means, because you can't have this deck without having a little Sailor of Meme action in there. Some cards like Raptor Hatchling is a nice defensive 2-drop, just something to give people a speed bump for a couple of turns. 3/3 Dino is no joke actually against a lot of people, and then I want to try to get this Vance's. I have a single Vance's Blasting Cannon that I'm going to be able to hopefully.
I like that card a lot.
Transform off
I play that card in my Jeskai deck. That's my win
This deck is not particularly great. None of these decks are. I'm going to play a couple games with them, and if I've got enough time, I'll probably go through and have you guys help me build another deck to try a third game out. So I'm going to go ahead and start things off. Let's go ahead and play
Vance's Blasting Cannon plus Search for a Conto. That's a lot of card draw every turn.
What do you guys want me to play? Do you want to play the Dino deck or the blue-red deck? Which of these things which would you rather me play first? I'll let you guys make the decision for me, because neither of them are particularly great. This is my kind of Magic. I don't like playing super aggro decks, so I'd rather play these kind of.
If you weren't here for the stream, the chat was like pretty split.
Dinos. All right, Dino.
But there were Dinos kind of early.
The de facto favorites right now.
So he calls it Dinos, and then everyone in half the stream gets upset, being like, "Oh, we all said blue-red." Typical Twitch.
I've never played a game with these decks. So
no offense to anyone here in chat today. You guys are the bomb.
I'm actually a little behind the curve as far as cards go, because I don't really play. I haven't gotten to play the last couple of days at work. Been a little busy, so I've missed.
Oh, here it comes, folks. Get ready.
So I'm a little behind as far as.
If you watched my YouTube stream analysis,
let's see if I can at least pull something.
If you watched that from the last stream, you're gonna enjoy this.
Blue and red dinos. That's the next deck. Why no red in the dino deck? Because everybody else does that. Honestly, I just want to do something a little different. This seemed fun. Oh, this hand is butts.
I just want to show this to you guys. This is completely selfish, but he just gave a shout out for blue-red dinos. That's what I wrote right here. See my name in purple? Blue-red dinos Plox. Oh, you can't really see it. It's a little off the screen. I got my shout out on the arena stream. All right, back to business.
All right, we will definitely be mulliganing this multiple 6-drop, 8-drop double plains hand. So
I played a control deck that was playing Awakening Sun's Avatar. I thought that was a pretty cool idea.
Color, got the ranging Raptors to try to help us get into a little bit more land. We're gonna keep this one. We will keep that on top. I'm actually kind of fine with this. It's a little slow, but it is what it is.
I agree with that mulligan, by the way. That was a very slow opening hand.
Let's see. Why didn't I play them to prepare for this? Well, there's a couple reasons. First of all, I'm unfortunately busy. Ooh, that's gross. Makes it a little hard for me to do as much as I'd like to as far as preparation. Plus, it's a little more fun if I explore these decks with you guys. And it's also nice because as this stuff fails to pan out, as it were, if I make a mistake in my deck building and things are not as nice, it'll give you guys. I'm gonna play this Kinjali's Sunwing just in case my opponent wants to do something. Slow him down a little bit. But if you guys don't like what's in the deck, you can always tell me what's in the deck. I'd rather go through, explore things the first time, and let you guys tell me how bad I am.
God, he's so self-deprecating about his Magic play.
All right. I will now play a Ripjaw Raptor.
He's not wrong, though, to be honest.
Hope that I have an opportunity to block, and I will pass the turn. This is a slower deck. Our opponent is only black mana.
We've looked at Ricks, man. They don't have any fast lands, Sundleray.
Oh, okay, sweet. So I'm very fine with that.
It's all tapped lands. Tap duels.
Slowed down quite a bit, which is nice.
They want us to play these 2-color aggro decks, and
No,
they
I
don't
didn't
give
wanna
us
attack.
any
It's got
land.
menace. I want to be able to block.
I don't
just in
know.
case,
They
or
give
at
you
least slow them
unclaimed
down.
territory.
I'm really just trying to get to the later stages in the game where my
You
really
gotta
expensive
be
stuff happens,
using
so I'm very
unclaimed
fine
territory
to-
if you're gonna
he's
be
gonna just
aggro
trade off
2-color.
with the Sunwing if he attacks him, which I didn't think so, so I'm fine with that. I am going to play. No, that is what? This is not how I want to tap. You'll notice as I drag it up, you can kind of see the forest and the plains are highlighted. Come on. We can do better than that. Let's play. Let's go ahead and play this first then.
I like Priest of the Awakening Sun. I need to play that card more. I'm going to play that a lot when Rix comes
Now we can go
out.
ahead and attack with our Ripjaw Raptor. So, actually, do I want to attack? Yes.
See, normally I'd just be attacking with everything here. But he actually ends up holding back his Suncaller a lot to double block. And it works out for him. So maybe I'm wrong, but would you guys have attacked with the Suncaller there? Or the Sunwing?
And I have 8 drops, 6 drops, and 7 drops, so I'm just going to keep playing lands until I have nothing else to do. So let's see. A couple questions for you guys. Let's see. Aren't playing until the cards look like
Yeah, Sundal Ray, that's true. They could do that in Arena.
What they're going to look like, or iterations on this, just to set your expectations. It's really hard to make sure you get full card images. We did a good. Oh, boo. We did an aesthetic stream early on that kind of explained some of the decisions we made behind this. And if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Yeah.
Like if
all right, you guys are on my
prefer
side.
The visuals another way. That's one of the good things is we have Magic Online, which has.
I mean, you can still double block with the Priest of the Awakening Suns. It doesn't matter if you lose that to kill the Dire Fleet Captain.
Attacking with both of those.
He just went on about how the cards are presented.
I like this.
I'm totally fine with it, and I don't want to get really into another conversation about how you guys want to see the full cards with the text on them. I'm fine with the way the cards are presented. They still kind of look card-like because they're rectangles.
Okay.
And you get all the information. I'm fine with it. We could talk about it a little, but if it gets too heated, I don't know. We'll just move on.
I know everything is completely distinct. So
more art is what I'm down for, and this is the way to get the most art.
Our opponent is making decisions as to what they want to do.
I tried to scroll over a card to zoom in on it, but clearly that's not going to work.
About the auto tapper. It's actually interesting because I guess I can start to reveal some of the stuff that I was going to hold for the end of everything.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
We've got a patch coming up. I think it's next week, and it's the Rivals of Ixalan patch. So we're actually introducing Rivals of Ixalan cards.
I think it's next week. You are the head of media relations for Arena. You don't know when the patch is coming out? Huh?
The game, but we are also there's a whole bunch of UI changes that are gonna, or I guess improvements, I should say, some graphical updates, some playing around with the engine behind the game. Oh man, hopefully our opponent's still hanging out here, not just game. Oh man,
sorry, somehow the stream got paused there.
Not just gone away. Well.
Okay, so Sundal Ray said they need to change how blocks are shown. Is this not good? You have the blue line, you have the shield, you have a different color shield to show that it's blocking, and you got the lines going to whose it's going to. He said he had a busy day. You're letting him off the hook, Bees? I don't know. I don't know what more you want, unless you want the cards to physically move like in front of cards, which I would be kind of down with. Like if you line it up like you do in real paper, where you like put 2 in front of 1 or something. But that's a lot of moving around of cards. I think the lines are okay. Yeah, the lines get a little confusing, especially when it's like the same creature and they kind of stack up the creatures on the tack. Yeah, Elvin, that's a known bug. They'll fix it. It's a beta. I mean, that kind of thing doesn't bother me at all. Like little bugs like that, and we'll see a bug later in the stream. Most bugs like that are known, and they're going to fix them. They're not going to release the game until they're fixed, so whatever. It's a beta. I play a lot of alpha and beta games, so bugs like that roll off my back pretty easy. All right, let's keep going.
Definitely on them. So
We got a long way
I'll
to
just
go.
keep talking to you guys for a little while, and if this is still stuck like this, I'll just concede out. We can go to another game. It's fine. But
Woo! Did we hear that?
the UI changes, including some visual, the engine behind the game. Oh man, hopefully our opponent's still hanging out here, not just gone away. Well, it's definitely on them. So anyway, I'll just keep talking to you guys for a little while, and if this is still stuck like this, I'll just concede out. We can go to another game. It's fine.
It's fine. Just concede out. This is the third stream in a row he has gotten slow rolled with no timer. I am loving it.
Boy!
I am loving it. But he does seem much more calm and cool about it this time. He's like, it's fine. You know, it's fine. No big deal. And he does actually seem genuine. Last time, he was like, he tried to play it off. Oh, yeah. We're conceding.
But
Hold on to your pants, folks.
the UI changes, including some.
There's no way we're winning this one.
On the rules engine, some of the inside process.
Because this guy has time on his side,
some of
and we're
the
trying to stream, so...
Animations will be a little smoother, move a little quicker, a little snappier, and then
He just said the animations will move quicker. I like that a lot. I think that will be an improvement.
some of the logic behind playing certain things, tapping certain things. Always going to have refinements. That's the beautiful thing about playing this and getting the feedback is these are systems that the larger the amount of data that we have to work with, the more refined the things can get. So the more people we have in playing games,
No, they
the
don't,
better
Bees.
we will end up being. We do have a turn time limit coming in that patch as well. That's going to be super sweet.
boy.
So the first iteration on a clock and timer is going to be part of the patch that we're going to drop on people next week.
He's now sure it's next week, by the way. We did it, boys. We frickin' did it. The timer is coming. First iteration, fine, whatever. We got there. I'm just going to listen to it again because I'm so very excited. I'm very, very excited.
We do have a turn time limit coming in that patch as well. That's going to be super sweet. So the first iteration on
No
a
more
clock and
bathroom
timer
breaks.
is going to be part of the patch that we're going to drop on people next week. So I don't want to wait any
Oh, we can just keep going. So this is one of the reasons I'm so happy with this stream. But I think there's a lot of good information.
Congratulations. You're
Oh!
victorious.
Let's watch him concede out one more time, though, because if anyone else has been playing Arena, you might have done the same thing.
Timer is going to be part of the patch that we're going to drop on people
Sundelray,
next week.
I actually
So
think the
I
phase
don't
indicators
want to wait
and the
anymore,
words on the
so
phase
I
button are
am
okay.
going to
The fact that the combat phase is like your avatar.
Congratulations, you have victorious. We'll get a couple of those. Cool. Continue. Move
We
on.
victorious.
Anyway, let's
So,
go ahead and let's play another.
I'm kinda
game
half and
instead,
half
'cause
with
we
you
didn't
on
do
that one,
too much
Sundelray.
game. We'll try again. And
But of course,
it's
I know what
entirely
I'm doing in
possible that
Magic.
was a connection issue on
If
our
I had no
opponent's
idea
end,
what
so
I was
these things
doing,
happen.
it might be
It'll
far
be a
more
little
confusing.
easier after the next patch when we have the timers put in, which is cool. All capital letters, thank you. You're welcome. Believe it or not, we are absolutely in the forums pretty regularly. If you hadn't seen, the principal game designer, Chris Clay, actually made a big post of some stuff that's upcoming. Ooh.
He said he's in the forums regularly.
Oh, man.
That'll come back to
I'm
haunt him.
totally going to get
Remember that.
flooded on this hand, but I can't let go of this. This is too good, so let's keep this one. So let's see. Yeah, Clay
Yeah,
was in,
Sundelray, it
posted a
could be
really big chat
unintuitive.
to or a little bit, really big post.
Like,
to the
those are the
forums that
things
you
I
guys
can't
put
unlearn, you
in the
know?
game
I
and in
can't.
the forums you saw that lays out. Here's a whole bunch of things. That we
I
know
mean,
that
the
you guys
first
are giving
one's a
us
little
feedback
arrow
on. We
here.
acknowledge that, first
That
of all,
looks
we
like
got
a
the
tap or
feedback.
untap.
I mean, tipped some of the things that we're doing to try to.
And there's one card and
implement
two
said
cards.
I totally should have played a Plains there because I thought that I had a Plains in play, played the Forest, whatever. Hopefully it's not a big deal. I would love a dinosaur. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
the
I
ones are
mean,
full of Danto
hopefully
bands.
they'll put a tutorial or something.
Dino. That's not quite a dino. But
Because I think, I mean, you know, I think they definitely want to
play
get
Plains and then attack.
people new to the game. Like, this is how they want to
Move to
introduce
attacks.
people to the game. That's how Duels was. He's attacking
Can
right
I
into that
speak
Adino
slower?
Vanguard.
can
I don't know if
absolutely
I have the
speak slower.
cojones for
Should
that.
probably practice doing that anyway.
I think I would have
generally
blocked
a
with the
nervous
Adano
person when it
Vanguard and
comes
killed
to
that
just
drover. If it was
speech,
up to
moving
me.
quickly through things,
And
getting too excited
taking 4
about
life.
things. I have to watch it when I give presentations inside as well. Okay. Well, at least they
I
get
mean,
to
it's
see
like
my
any
hands,
video
so I
game.
wonder
Even if
what
you
he's
are
going
good
to
at video games or whatever, like when you go in, you have to go
Over
through the
the mighty
tutorial
net.
phase to figure
Not
out what
do too
half the
much
symbols on the
considering
game are.
These are mana abilities, so that's good news for me. Don't tell them, though. It's a secret. When will the next dev stream be?
But symbols are much better than using
I
words,
wanna
you know.
hang around until the end of this
Oh,
stream when I
Nate.
have information about an upcoming stream. Not gonna say
You're so titillating,
right
Nate.
now that it's a dev stream, but it's probably a dev stream.
What?
Stick around a little longer, I'll tell you what it is.
He's enjoying himself on stream. He's getting more comfortable on stream.
Form. We now have a bunch of lands.
I wonder
like
too.
Expected. So
CGB. Don't violate your NDA, man. Turn 2's early, though. You must have a hell of a board state. Would you play an Odapack Huntmaster? And the dude's like, nope. I've had enough dinosaurs in my day.
I'm not going to settle a 2-creature attack, so let's get that out of the way.
Ixalan's Binding. I like this card a lot. Still going to be around a lot after with Rivals of Ixalan. I don't see that card going anywhere. 2 vamps.
Rivals of Ixalan coming to Arena next week, I believe. Assuming I have all of my dates correct. I believe we're doing a patch next week that adds a whole bunch of stuff to the game, and Rivals of Ixalan is among those things.
Boom, boys! Rivals coming with the new patch next week. Timer, new cards. But sadly, of course, there's always a trade-off when you put in new cards in a beta, and we'll get to that.
I will not block. I will gladly take
This is about the time I go poop. Actually, I go poop earlier in the morning than this, but
It'll ramp our. Ooh.
you know, everybody's different. He could be on a different time zone.
I choose you. There we go. That was a good draw.
I do mean this week, don't I?
Okay.
They're having the economy stream on Wednesday. I thought they would. When are Rivals of Ixalan coming to MTGO?
Big dinosaur.
Does anyone know?
Our opponent down. Made both of our drovers.
Is it
3/3.
today?
Our opponent learned an important lesson that Drover of the Mighty's tap ability is in fact.
I know, it's
mana
way too much
ability,
poop
so it's
info.
stopped by that Sorcerer's Spyglass.
I know they've been doing fake leagues today. Okay, yeah. So I was hoping that we would get it on the same day, but
yes,
now I think we're going to wait till after that economy stream.
Draft and sealed deck, I believe, coming down the road.
Oh, we just missed some
As
super
far as
important
older
information there.
formats or other formats in the future. Honestly, yes, we are planning to release limited formats. Draft and sealed deck, I believe, coming down the road.
I hadn't heard any talk about sealed. This is the first I had heard of it. So draft and sealed somewhat confirmed here. I don't know when I would play sealed over draft, but I guess for poops and giggles I might. 4 Savage Stomp. I got my 4th and 5th settle last night, CGB, if that makes you feel any better.
As far as older formats or other formats, right now the plan is to be able to launch with front list limited, so that's like current draft, current sealed, and standard. Anything past that is out of scope for what we're thinking about for right now.
That's fine. That's what they've always maintained. I'm all for that.
It's funny, this looks a lot like the black-white control deck that we played last week. I'm just going to go ahead and go to combat, and I think I'm happy starting to throw these Drovers of the Mighty into combat. So let's wrestle. Let's attack. Oops, no, bad.
He does something, I think.
Always forget that. So we'll attack with that.
He
one,
taps
attack with that one.
mana in a funny way in this video that I didn't know you could do.
Verdant Sun's
This is
avatar,
not
so I'll keep it
that
back, but
scene.
I'm perfectly happy to trade this off.
By the way, what he did there is he untapped. He accidentally tapped the Drover because, once again, he was a little unsure of what phase he was in. This is what Sundleray was saying earlier. And I've done that too. And initially, I just thought I was screwed. Like in duels, if you tap mana, you are screwed. You're done. But for those of you who might be new to Arena, Control Z. Control Z. I think I would use my pinky and my middle finger. This can get you out of a lot of problems in Arena. A lot. Illegal attacks, illegal blockers, tapping mana when you're not supposed to, so use it. It doesn't really say that almost anywhere in the game as far as I know, but use Control Z. If in trouble, Control Z.
I don't need both of them, and if my opponent wants to triple block and pay 4 life, I'm incredibly happy with this exchange.
Yeah,
Even if he just triple blocks,
CGB, if you think you're getting a lot of
board, I'm
disconnects and slow rolls now, wait till you start playing a heavy control deck, man. You would never finish a game.
Yeah, let's do damage. Yep, that's fine.
Cardboard, it's true.
When is the next round?
Jace replicates himself, right?
Invites for the beta are actually going out daily at this point. I mentioned this on the last stream, but if you weren't here for it, for the priority queue, for everyone who's in the priority queue, we are on track to have everyone in by the end, I believe the end of next week is what the goal is. So, which puts us in ahead of schedule actually. And then from that point, we're going to start to get everybody from the non-priority list in. Oh man, this is an interesting.
Priority queue clear at the end of this week. I think that's hype. I got a lot of duels friends who still haven't somehow made it in. If you guys think you're on the priority queue and haven't gotten an invite at the end of this week, I would be writing Wizard support and making sure you didn't miss an email or something. That's awesome. They were thinking end of the month. Oh, Hishnik. Good to see you, Hishnik. Yeah. But there's always someone who comes on the stream, and that's the first thing they say when they see Arena. Yeah, CGB, we covered that at the beginning of the stream. Attune with Aether, Rogue Refiner, Rampaging Ferostodon, and Ramonut Ruins were all banned. And we kind of discussed that at the beginning of the stream. We have to stick with the Arena at this point, but I'm sure chat can give you some opinions. See, that's what happens. This is exactly, if we looked at the chat on the Arena stream, it's the same thing. Like 4 or 5 people will drop in the stream and be like, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And then other people will be like, this looks awesome. I want to get in. It's very divided. I'm cool with it. Sure, some things could change graphically, but in general, I'm fine.
Same thing. This will be something that I turn into them in terms of UI improvements. Tracking the damage to it, even though it has indestructibility. This reads a little weird. So good thing is I just have to tell them, and this is one of the things that comes with some of that refinement.
Here we are at that point. Was that you who brought this up, Sundleray?
I will let them know that and get everybody from the what the goal is. So
where are we?
Next week is what the goal is. So.
Jeez, when did he attack? All right, here we go.
Yep, that's fine. When is the next round of invites for the beta going
Move to
out?
damage.
Invites for the beta are actually going out daily at this point. I mentioned this on the last stream, but if you weren't here for it, for the priority queue, for everyone who's in the priority.
So yes, I don't agree with this. This is the same way Duels was. Presenting this card as a 1-0 is terrible. I guess my idea, if it was up to me, and I'd be open to other ideas, would just be show like a blood splatter in the center of a card with a number in the middle, as in that's how much damage the card has taken. And then, you know, it would go away at, you know, at the end of turn or whatever. I think that's one good way to convey it. I forget how MTGO does it. I think they kind of do it like that, right? It's like a blood splatter, because I know they don't change the toughness, because that's just wrong. It's in red, but that doesn't really do it. I think that's a fine way to do it. And that way you don't have to change the toughness of the creature. And so it's not paradoxical or something.
Q, we are on track. I just have to tell them, and this is one of the things that comes with some of that refinement we do as the process moves on. So I will let them know that, and I'm sure that that's one thing that they will fix.
You think it's a downgrade from duels? I don't know about that. Though Eternal and Hearthstone are graphically very appealing. Well, maybe not very appealing, but, you know, their graphics are pretty good. Someone said this is like 2 years behind graphically of those games.
Streamlining a lot of things and trying to...
We'll see. They said they're doing a graphic update. We'll see what it looks like after the new patch.
On hardware, but it is... Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly, Hishnik. They should fix that.
I will have to ask that question, actually.
Ooh, look at that top rip.
Hey, boy!
Look how excited he is.
I'm going to play this before combat.
He's playing it pre-combat just because he wants to play it so badly. There's no reason to play this card pre-combat.
Give our opponent an impossible to deal with creature. Ooh. I actually haven't played that since they changed the...
There's no way you want to play that pre-combat, but he top decked
cool.
Carnage Tyrant and he was ready to go.
Carnage Tyrant, the armor, the scales, whatever it ends up being.
I don't know. I find that funny.
Now been added to that animation. That's kind of cool. All right. I will be attacking with all this time.
Finally attacking with that Sunwing. Oh, this is a different game.
I think the invites go out at like 11 a.m.-ish Pacific time. It's not an automatic thing, so keep an eye out.
Does that mean Nate has to push the button? He's got a big red button that sends out invites on his desk, and he's like,
not coming in okay. Are there plans to view a log of recent game actions? It's a good question. It is something. I know if you guys have played other games, played on Magic Online.
A log would be sweet.
You can at least see within the chat log the most recent set of actions, so you can go back and take a look at things. And especially for competitive play, that's something that is incredibly useful for tracking information. So I could definitely see that being a feature that if it's requested enough is something that gets iterated on and worked on. So yeah.
Here's the thing about a log. You definitely need a log in MTGO because the animations don't convey any information. But here where you have reveal zones that you could bring up and perhaps save and stuff like that, and you have animations that tell you where's attacking or when someone is scrying, even though that's not worked out quite yet, you might not really need a log if you just pay attention. All right, bees, I'm making chili tonight, so me and the pugs are eating about the same thing. I guess I'm not totally against a log, but I think if you do the animations right and you're able to, like, if they reveal their hand, you're able to look at it or save it in the side, you know, on the side. You don't need a log as much. In MTGO, you totally need a log because you have no idea what's going on most of the time.
That is a point of feedback that would be incredibly good for the team to have. Is that's something people want. All right. Give ourselves some lands, gain some more life. This game is very likely over soon.
Yeah, this is a more complicated game than Hearthstone. And it's a more complicated game than Eternal. If you want to be involved in, you know, one of the most challenging collectible card games, then you'll come here. And I think they still have to rely on that. Like Hearthstone is a good warm-up for Magic, right?
Played last week, the Black-White Vampires deck.
It means that people won't really be coming in completely new. They can be coming in and looking for more of a challenge or less of a grind, depending on how the economy works out. Yeah, I agree they could hide a log.
A lot of Spires of Orazca and Treasure Coves running around.
I don't see very many Treasure Coves. I see a lot of Spires.
All Ixalan,
I do it myself.
But most people don't have complete sets format that we've got right now, so... Okay. good enough to get rid of our
Bind the
Verdant
binding?
Centaur, but this Carnage Tyrant is going to be.
Gotta
is
bind
going
the
to be
binding.
The
Come on.
end game. It's our own thematic compass. All right. Attacks. All attack.
I don't know. My point is that a log
Please
could
don't
be
settle.
less
Please don't
necessary
settle.
if
I just
you can
realized
implement
I wanted to
graphically
settle on that. This
more
is so
stuff.
bad.
Like now, right now, when people are scrying, you can see in the video that the card is highlighted or whatever,
Don't settle me.
but it doesn't actually
Okay.
show you what they do with the card.
All right. Anyway.
Carnage Tyrant wins. What a
We are
surprise!
victorious. We have received gold. Hooray! We've not quite finished this off.
Winter?
We'll complete one of these. I'm not going to worry about actually finishing this off. I'd rather just play the other deck right now. So let's go ahead and switch our deck. Let's switch over to this.
This
Blue-red
deck is a hot
control. I'll
mess.
put a question mark there because I don't even know what this deck is.
A
This
absolute
was-
hot mess.
This was me wanting to play. I opened 3
He
copies
built
of
this
Jace,
around
and I
playing
wanted to play
4
3
Sailor
copies
of
Jace,
Means.
and so I built a deck that is like got a couple
Of all the cards to build a deck
kind
around, it
of
would not be
aggro-ish,
Sailor of
control-ish
Means.
creatures. It's got Horn Turtle. Everyone loves a Horn Turtle. And then some other things. I don't know what this is, man, but we're gonna give this a try. And I like that green-white deck. I wish I had more cards that would.
I don't quite get your
work
point
out
there,
for it.
Sundelray.
So we're gonna play this deck in the best of 1 queues, and we'll see how it goes, I guess. Crack the packs. Oh, I'll crack the packs after this game. I forgot I got my first win of the day bonus. Proof yet that I haven't picked up these decks yet. So yeah, I'll get that taken care of. Yeah, aggro-ish, control-ish, you know. Completely not Noxian Moron, I promise.
I think what the word he's looking for is tempo. But aggro control, I guess, is what he came up with.
All right.
Oh, okay.
When are best of 3 matches coming? That's a good question. They're working on them right now, that I know. So I don't know if I don't think I have a date, but I don't think they're coming with this next patch either. But they're working on them right now. All right.
I missed what he said
Search
they were
for
working on.
Azcanta. I'm pretty sure it's this hand has Search for Azcanta in 2 lands, so I'm probably just keeping for that sake. All right, we'll keep this.
It's a good keep. Pretty much I keep any hand that I could play search on 2.
Does the Arita team have the nice furniture? Matt, you work on the 3rd floor, which is the nicest floor in the building right now. I don't want to hear you talking about nice furniture.
This maximum hand size alert seems
I'm not a jealous
okay.
person, but I'm a
I
little
got no
jealous.
problems with that alert. It's right there by your deck. It's in bright red and yellow.
We're doing some remodeling right now, and this floor is they've got all the sweet new toys. I do not come from the floor that has the sweet new toys. All right, we're just gonna run this out there. No, don't highlight a card. No. It's fine.
Pierced, baby! Pierced!
It's okay, we
Brutal!
have more of those.
Oh, brutal. That's what I think
Christ,
Bees
no
was talking
way,
about,
I don't
CGB. I would guess so. I'm pretty sure they're
introduce
not.
you guys soon to the people you.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to give us, Aetherworks Marvel.
Okay, let's see. I'm definitely gonna play a land. What do I need to do? Do I want to burn this guy off?
Okay.
Do I want a raptor hatchling?
All right, be right back, guys. 1 second.
I think I'm just gonna raptor hatchling. I'm gonna build our board. We can kill that guy later. Open around 180 packs and 0 Jace. Yeah, there are some cards that I have 0 or 1 of that makes me sad because oh no, punished. I've earned this. I just wanted to be able to chart a course, which I guess I can do now, but man, that makes me sad. How can you get into the closed beta? You can go to playmtgarena.com and you can sign up. And that'll get you in, and if you've done any of the things required to be on the priority queue, you'll get slotted into that. And if not, we should be starting to invite people off of the priority queue by the end of the month. So, all right, combat. Attacka. Attacka you. All right, let's Chart a course. I'll pay. That's, you can spell pierce me. I'll pay. That's fine. I choose you, and I choose you. Okay. All right. This is interesting. So we're 2 spell pierces down.
Oh, sorry about that. Did we miss
Beat
anything good?
3. Yeah, this blue-white skies deck is... I don't know if this deck is going to be able to take... Blue-white skies is really good against...
See you, Hishnik.
Oh no, I don't... Oh no.
Pierce of Progress.
Oh,
I missed a good joke with CGB, that's for sure.
That would be an exceptionally good draw. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna. Yeah, like this guy. This doesn't do anything. Oh, my opponent doesn't have any cards in hand. Maybe it does do something.
Favorable wins deck.
I can always block and lightning strike this guy.
I think
out.
that deck's in
Hopefully
trouble.
I'm taking
I'm not
side
sure Rivals of Ixalan did much. I guess you get Warkite Marauder. Is that what it was called? Warkite something. That would be good in favorable wins deck. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe favorable wins is the way to go. We also got Sky Marcher Aspirant, which is a 1-drop.
Have I tried to crack multiple treasures in a row this game? I have not. But things like that are affecting gameplay as far as performing the actions and doing the motions. They are things that the next patch's updates are going to fix, try to smooth out and streamline.
I'm excited for this animation smoothing.
Yep, we're gonna advance this blasting cannon. We're just gonna hope.
I'm ready.
So, combat. No attackers. We're just gonna enter. So
Careful with that end turn button, Nate. You'll skip a whole turn if you're not careful. That's the biggest Skyblade of the Legion I've ever seen. 4/6.
Nothing I can do about that.
Siren Reaver. Is that the Explorer one? Or are you talking about a new one?
Alright, let's move to blocks. Block there.
I'll tell you what, man. A lot of people don't know that Dreamcaller Siren cannot block land creatures or non-flying creatures.
That makes this a lot.
I've had plenty of people not swing into a Dreamcaller Siren even though I had no blocks.
He's dead.
Because they just see a 3/3 and they're like, I don't want to swing into a 3/3.
Well, this gives us a way to block, so I guess I can technically live-ish, kind of.
You should attack with the hatchling first, right?
What do I want to do?
Attack with the hatchling. Hope he blocks it, and then kill it with the avatar.
You know what?
No one can stream this except Wizards. This is Wizards' stream, and I'm replaying it.
Really good. I don't think there's any reason for them to block. Yeah. No, there's no bad. Let's do this one. And then we're gonna burning. Oh no, that's right. I can't even block. We're just dead. Okay, cool. Might as well chart a course. See what we can do.
Oh, the Suncaller Tabinet.
Okay.
Thalia's Sunwing.
Play out the rest of our cards since we're playing towards a quest. Transform, but that doesn't really do me anything. I don't think I can kill something. We'll give our opponent the pleasure of smashing us in the face. So.
Woo! Hunt Mike.
For the person who asked,
Yikes!
I can't scroll my chat back now. But
Let's bring it down a notch here.
Playing Magic Online gets you into the priority queue. If you played during the Ixalan release events or pre-release events, then that will be, as long as you sign up with the appropriate email address, the same.
And I promise you, R&D is not watching this stream.
So, it's not just every Magic Online player; it's specifically for that window of time.
I don't know. I think all my moderators left.
Well,
Might have to self-do it.
It did some
We'll see.
There's
He
no
could-
way
he
that
could
we
bring
were
it
gonna
down.
get that deck, and I'm very interested.
I mean, I don't
because
play paper. I didn't lose
wanna help me
60
build
bucks on
another deck
Rogue
real fast,
Refiners or
but
whatever, though. They're
let's
uncommon, so I probably didn't do
figure this
that. But
out. So,
I understand being
blue and red cards
frustrated
play,
about
white and green
bannings. That's
cards
why they
play.
don't like doing them.
you guys want to see what we have to work with right now? When are they going to correct redirecting damage to planeswalkers? It's a very good question. I do not know the answer, unfortunately.
By the way, this is a fun portion of the
Let's do
stream.
mythic rare,
Deck building with
only,
Nate Price.
And accept. These are the
It's-
build around me kinds of cards that I have.
Pretty exciting.
Grixis Hostage Taker. It's funny you should say that because I don't think I have any hostage takers.
I don't have any hostage takers, he
Oh, I do?
says.
Wow, I have a full play set.
Oop, full play
I'm
set.
an idiot. All right, cool. So Grixis Hostage Takers, you say. What do I have as far as mana goes?
Oh, Libo's here.
Drowned
No, I
Catacomb,
think he's fine.
Dragon Skull Summon. Yeah,
I
maybe
think he's
that'll work.
fine.
Green Red Stompy's the way to go. Yeah, but
He's
everyone-
cool. I understand. Once
that's
again,
fine,
I
that's
understand
fine.
being
I wanna
pissed, and
explore some decks that other people
he
aren't
didn't hate on
actually
anyone
playing.
in
I don't care if
chat.
they win.
he really hated on
I
a
don't care if they win, but not that much.
mysterious creature. I think we're okay.
All right, well, we can do it. We can run a Grixis deck. Boros deck wins. Red, white. I have one Huatli. I think I'm missing some. I tried building a red deck, an aggro red deck last time, and I'm missing so many. Like I've got
Skin
one
shifter.
Rampaging
Oh, Bees
Ferocidon.
isn't here.
I have 2 Captain Lateral Storms. I'm missing so many.
Who's
things,
got the good
making it a little
Tenali
difficult.
Skin Shifter deck up their
Open
sleeve?
my
I
packs
want
with
to
1
know.
cards. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's go to the packs. We'll discard max it. We'll figure this out. All right. My 5 packs. Maybe we'll get something sweet.
He didn't even put a card in there.
Kapala. All right, that's a thing.
Kapala's interesting,
What else do we have?
but I don't know if she's making it in the Merfolk.
Speaking
Oh,
of
banned!
Ferocidon, I should say. Sorry.
boy!
Extra Ferocidon, that's good news. Like, that's another Fleet Swallower. We're probably not casting that anytime soon. Spell Scandal,
That's so
I love
funny that it
but
got
no, thank
packed
you.
a Ferocidon.
Blood Crazed Paladin.
Blood Crazed
Right.
Paladin.
So, anyway, back
I've
to
never
we did open
seen
another
Blood
Ferocidon
Crazed
video.
Paladin work out, but it seems like it could be okay.
Splash Golgari for Vraska.
I know, right on, Mike?
Is the way that cards are being tapped right now going to change? No. I got a 5.
Oh, come on, Lebo.
That's
Everyone,
good news.
everyone gets mad at Magic.
Because that's exactly what I need is an even worse mana base right now with the mana that I don't currently have. Let's take a look through.
Draw 6 lands in a row
Part of the
and
reason I built the
see
previous
where
deck
your
is I
anger
really like the
goes.
Priest
It's
Awakening
clearly
summon.
Magic's
It
fault.
reminds me of Aloro. I'm a big commander player, and so having the ability to gain life every turn was kind of cool, and I really wanted to be able to play like Awakening Sun's Avatar and the Verdant Sun's Avatar. So a lot of this is just me finding cards I want to play with. I wanted to play with Jace, which is why I built the blue-red deck. Hostage Taker's a lot of fun, so maybe I'll play Hostage Taker, but there's some cards that I'll just absolutely want to avoid. Like,
keep your eye out for Tishana. It almost gets in there.
this card's just not fun for me. It's not the kind of card that I like to play Magic, so.
Fathom Fleet Captain is awesome. Why is that not fun for you? What's not fun? Menace? Being a good 2-drop? I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
I don't think I've got the
To each
cards
their
to
own.
build a Revel and Riches deck.
To each
so
their own.
Probably not going to do that. Blue-Black Splash Vraska's your jam. Black-Blue Merfolk, that's kind of a cool idea. I wonder if I could roll a Sultai deck. I bet I could roll a Sultai 3-color deck with some Hostage Takers and man, that's what I'll do. I want to build a Deeproot Champion like grow-ish style deck right
The
now. Let's see if we can
RR
make that
numbers?
be a thing that
Oh.
happens. Let's start with that.
Deeproot Champion.
Creature or
I never could quite make a deck. I don't think I have. I
Maybe
think
I
I only have 2 Deeproot Champions, so
Best-
that's
just
a
the
lot of
best
the reason I
cards.
never tried hard to make a deck.
all right, Hostage Takers obviously both of our Vraskas.
This is a good start. Tishana. He may be the first person to ever play Tishana.
Include Thematic Tempest. So let's see. 4x Chupacabra deck. You mean the new Chupacabra? It's not in yet. Come on now. Or do you mean the Explore Chupacabra? That one I've got. So let's see. Just do it.
Merfolk Lord is
Alright,
30
let's
ticks.
take the rare filter.
I
off.
believe it.
Let's go look at colors.
Should have pre-ordered that.
Black, blue. Oh, I should.
I don't know. A lot of people are testing Merfolk now, but I don't think that says anything about it if it's actually going to be good
I'm
enough.
just gonna cut this. I know that we want to play the Hostage Taker. I think we'll
Here's
probably do
here's
Deeproot
something
Champion.
gross, is that Merfolk
play-
might have
definitely
played
play
Rogue
Vraska.
Refiner if it was
Treasure
still
Map also
legal.
won't include- Yeah, I totally agree.
Because Rogue Refiner is that
It's
good.
one of those cards that just seems to be ubiquitous now.
Probably not, but
Just got to get that mana fixing. I'll get to it later. That's right. It's filtered out right now. I'll put it in. But all right, let's see. We need things to make sure that we don't die before we get to cast our Hostage Takers. And
Yeah, they're
stuff like
uncommon,
that.
right?
So
it's just if like
what
Yeah.
what are we doing? Walkers.
people who want to play Merfolk and win in the
Let's
leagues.
get some of those early card advantage
in the
cards
first week.
in. Sorry if this is scrolling by pretty quickly, but now where are you? I think we'll build
It does seem like a losing proposition.
Mana ramp.
I think it's if you have the money and you want to play Merfolk now, go for it. But if you plan to flip those cards later, you are in a
So we have
sad
dinos,
spot.
we have merfolks, we have pirates. I like where this is going. Okay, I'm just gonna put Grim Captain's Call in right now. I don't care if you guys
This is so brutal. I kind of want
It's
to
my
skip part
choice,
of
I
it.
can do
Yeah, we'll
Where are you? Grim Captain's Call.
I don't want to skip like any good information.
I am very bad at mana cost. There we go. We'll play 3 Grim Captains.
Oh, Kumena?
Freebooter's a good choice. Let's slow this thing down.
Yeah,
Kite Sail
definitely not as good as Chandra. I don't know. I'm only so-so on Kumena. If you guys watch my set review, which you can on YouTube, don't watch it on Twitch because Twitch screwed me and muted the entire thing. But you can watch it on YouTube.
Do I have things to protect really? Like we're already.
I'm only so-so on Kumena.
Because we actually need to put some removal spells in this deck. Right now, pirates. The only pirates we got are these and these. I'd like to see if there's another. I mean, I kind of want to put Ranging Raptor in the deck.
I wonder if Chandra's
really
price
like
will
that
drop.
card to both slow down the aggro decks, help fix my mana some.
Raminop Red was
So
using
we're gonna play
Chandra.
around some of these numbers. I'm just gonna add 4
I
of a
think
lot of these
sideboard
things.
and main board.
In a minute, so.
And Teamer Energy was using Chandra.
So we've got good number of
But now she could be
drops,
even
good
stronger,
number
though,
of 3 drops,
because
although not very many creatures in the 3
some of
drop
those
slot,
other
like
things are
4s.
out. So I'm
Manage
sure
really
she'll
bad
be
to
around.
walk the
She's a
plank.
good
Yeah,
card.
Totally agree. So we should be looking for things that are not particularly walk the plank. What's our color breakdown looking like? So we've got mostly green right now. So we can afford to run some of the and we are running a lot of creatures. So we can afford to run some of the green removal spells if we want to. Yeah, we can't. That's the problem with this is like black makes it really hard. Our low amount of black that we're playing and the fact that our mana base is just not great. It's going to make it hard for us to play Walk the Plank.
Man, Walk the Plank, boy. Speaking of a card that would drop in value,
So,
Walk the Plank. If you had money in that in an arena, you better sell.
The pounce isn't great, sadly.
Because you're going to see lots of merfolk, and that card is going to be dead.
What do you guys feel?
Dead.
What are the black vampires are there? Let's go take a look. Actually, let's just do this way. Vampire.
Like the end of trading places, man.
All right, so this is what we're looking at right now. Vicious Conquistador, Blood Crazed Paladin.
I got a lot of ideas for Grim Captain's Calls deck
None of
with
this
Rivals of
stuff is
Ixalan.
particularly great, so
These aren't all the
perfectly fine
ideas,
Grim
but-
Captain's Call doesn't really hit anything as far as vampires go. Like I'm fine.
I've
leaving
been
that as
theory
is.
brewing aplenty.
I'm gonna not bother with that. So let's go back to just normal. We can play Vanquish of the Weak. Vanquish of the Weak is nice and easy to splash. Let's see. What can I do for playing?
What's the name of the card that exiles now from Rivals that is basically the same, but it exiles?
Play a couple copies of Search.
I can't think of that name.
We'll go back and take a look at our mana base, or not our mana base, but our
He's only got
numbers
2 searches.
right now.
Sucker!
So we have 4 hostage takers. I mean, I'm probably gonna cut
Doesn't look like he's been grinding as much as me, though.
hostage takers. Too many 4 drops. All right, so I mean, this is basically a green-black deck splashing some blue. We got a room for 2 more cards. I will put. What 2 cards do you want to put back in the deck? So, or put into the deck that aren't in the deck right now. You guys have any good ideas? I'm perfectly cool if these are little one-of cards. We've got a little bit of card selection.
I
plus
gotta
it's kinda
sell
fun
my
to try
search.
Miser's version of things. I don't mind. Maybe we could play some cards like Opt to make things a little bit more.
I mean, I agree, Sundelray, but at least we get
Mana-based,
unclaimed
just the fact that
territory
our
for
blue
both
is the
those.
lowest
Unclaimed territory is
in
pretty
terms
good,
of
especially
we don't have very many blue cards in our deck. So
I think for Merfolk, because you're running you're running very few spells in Merfolk, so unclaimed territory is basically a dual land for you.
all right. So treasure map brings us up. So we have 2 treasure maps, 2 thematic compasses.
But there's a reason Grixis Pirates doesn't work as well as
Alright,
Blue-Black
This
Pirates,
first one might be good. It might
and it's
be.
mostly mana base.
It's part of the reason I'm trying to limit the number of blue cards. I think it's another reason I don't want to play the Siren is because hitting a 1-drop blue card is just not something that's going to be reliably doable. Same with Opt. Like 1 mana blue cards. Like I'm just not playing blue stuff early in the game. The Search Res Canta might not even be that great for that exact reason, but it's worth messing around.
Just build
Force
it.
of Will. It's a good idea.
deck.
It's a good idea. Less blue cards. Just a 5 mana counterspell. New Horizons is better than running the Mana Dork. It's not a bad point.
I don't know.
One
got
good thing
Ripjaw
about
in
running
there.
Mana Dork is it gives us
I guess
a bit
he's
of
only
nuance
got 1
to
dino
do.
in there, just the Ripjaw. Oh, he's got the Ranging Raptors too.
Let's see.
think
Actually,
Drover's
I guess
fine.
we do have stuff to do on turn 2. How about this? We'll split the difference.
also
We'll
a
do a couple
2-drop.
Rovers of the Mighty. We'll do a couple of the New Horizons. Might give us a little bit to play with. New Horizons, actually, you know what? We're going to go full in on New Horizons because we do have that enchantment quest. Forgot about that. That's a really good point. So we do have a lot to do on turn 3 now as far as mana.
Poor
fixing.
Drover.
So let's see.
Why would you want a 3/3 guy that can produce mana
yeah,
of
I
any
think this
color
is
for
fine
2?
me. I'm going to go ahead and run this as it is right now.
Why?
So let's name this Sultai Strim. Done. Save and exit. Let's play constructed decks. Change your deck to this.
I don't like how he edited this deck, but then when he went to play a game,
This game, I'll run you guys through
he had to go back and actually select that deck. It should auto-select the deck you just finished building as the next
we're actually putting
deck
a lot
to
of
play.
final touches on some of that stuff as we speak. That's part of what keeps me too busy to play my matches during the course of the day. That's what I'm working on right now. So, very exciting things to tell you at some point in the future. Oh man, I totally forgot to put in our non-basic lands. That's a problem. I guess we only had, we had the Dread Reef, or the
Keep
Reefs,
it.
which would have been really nice.
Keep
but
it. You got 2 explorer creatures.
I'm fine keeping this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we had Drowned Catacombs and missed that.
Yeah, man.
My bad. So
I know.
that said, this hand is fine.
Though I feel like
Couple
it took him
explore
a while,
cards,
CGB. I don't think
the
it was
Mana
that way.
Compass, we
But there
eventually
were
get
problems
to-
with it in a few iterations of the game.
Like we get our third land, New Horizons is fine, so this is a great hand. And now our
Pretty sure
opponent's
they've
playing
cut
a real
all ties with
deck.
Stainless. I don't think they can ask Stainless for advice at this point.
Ooh, that's a good draw. Okay, cool. Branch
All
wall.
right, let's hit an island. Let's do it.
What have you for me? Ripjaw Raptor.
Eh, it's a keeper. You got New Horizons next, and then Ripjaw Raptor. Seems pretty good.
Keep this on top. I really want to play that on the following turn. So.
Why not Hive Mind? And that's a sweet card, by the way, Hive Mind. I was playing my modern Storm deck, and I'm sure everyone hates me for it, but
Okay, cool.
some Hive Mind deck ruined me.
I choose one of my forests.
Absolutely ruined me.
Choose creature. Done.
I wasn't playing in a competitive league, of course, because
This is
probably don't
spicy.
see Hive Mind in
Still
competitive
dodged the
league, but
lightning strike, but still spicy.
I think it's worth a try, Hive Mind.
Is it possible
I
to
enjoy
run the
playing it.
animations? It is not.
No matter how much
Ruthless Knave.
fun I might poke during these streams, I mean, I'm really having a good time playing Arena.
Decisions need to
And I
be
suggest
made.
everyone to try it if they
Yeah,
have the
he's
opportunity.
playing a treasure deck of some variety. He might be playing a,
And hopefully most people will have the
Rebel
opportunity by
deck,
the end of this
so-
month.
or could just replay 3 colors. So we're gonna battle in. We're gonna drop this Ripjaw Raptor. Combat, all attack. How much do you want this Ruthless Knave? Not very much. Okay, cool. Raptor. And we're done.
I wonder how they made the dinosaur sounds. You think
That's
they
pretty sweet.
made them
Oh my.
in-house, or do you think
Oh
they
my.
stole them from
I don't
somewhere?
I'm assuming that's just a card drawing engine for our opponent. That's kind of cool. I like what I'm seeing so far. This is sweet. I bet there's just like Soldier Means and all sorts of sweet stuff with Thomas
Bloodfast
Deck.
is still the highlight for me for what I've been able to hit with Sorcerer's Spyglass.
Sweet. So combat, all attack, 1 attack.
Odapek Huntmaster is, I've done a lot more, but the Bloodfast was the highlight.
We're just gonna play our whole hand out here. Branch Walker.
Play it, Nate. Dump it. Slam him down.
Our opponent's not playing very many creatures. He's got to have me to get the Argos Blood Feast in. We'll put it on top. That's fine. We've always
Yeah,
had it
just the
back on.
threat of a hostage taker is great. It's like what Tetzlamock is going to be like, you know? Your opponent knows you have a hostage taker in hand. What are they going to do?
Don't you dare make white bordered cards. We've definitely mentioned multiple times that we're trying to make this, to look really nice. And I don't want anybody's eyes to bleed, so I think you're safe.
Does this make your eyes bleed, man? Come on. Show a little respect for this revised elf. All right.
Safe, don't worry. Search for Azcanta. I will take the action. Wait, what the heck? Oh no, that's right. The search for Azcanta currently bugged. It's gonna be fixed. I think it's actually fixed soon. But I need to remember what was on top. That's our bad.
Yep. So that's a bug in the game. If you've already like scried through your deck or searched through your deck in the previous turn, search for Azcanta will not display the card on top. Super annoying. Gets to the point at the end of the game when I'm playing search where I just decline. Normally I have one flipped and I have one unflipped, and I just decline to put it in the graveyard because I don't know what it's going to be. All right. But it's a known bug. They're going to fix it.
Combat attacks. Just this one.
I assume they're going to fix it.
Man, that would have been a good card to draw, too. Guess I should have paid attention. All right.
Oh, and he shuffled away the hostage taker, by the way. I don't like how New Horizons really looks like another forest here. It makes me think that he has 6 lands, but he really only had 5. So the compass wasn't going to flip. But it sure looked like 2 forests stacked on top of each other.
If you have 5 or less life, you can transform it. I think I'm going to let that Stormfleet Arsonist probably just hit me, because I want to be able to kill my opponent at some point. Still waiting on that beta invite. Oh, it's coming. Don't worry.
Did he just wink at us? Oh my god. That's just so classic Nate Price right there.
Interesting. Oh, it's coming. Don't worry.
He does the wink, the head shake. Oh, it's priceless.
I want to be able to kill my opponent at some point. Still waiting on that beta invite. Oh, it's coming. Don't worry. We got you.
We got you. And that head bobble. He loves that head bobble at the end.
This ought to be interesting.
Let's do that one more time, and then we can move on.
Don't worry. We got you.
All right.
Okay. Well, this ought to be interesting.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Well, I'm kind of all in on this.
Top card of your library. Show it. Oh, it's right there. Oh, this is the first time I've ever actually played.
They can't they make the token border curved instead of a square like these creature borders. They've shown it on stream before.
We're good. Let's put them in the bottom.
But I mean, I'd be down for like changing, not making everything rectangles, like maybe artifacts. I mean, I'm crazy. You could see artifacts as like a pentagon or something, and then well, that's not a creature because it's not a rectangle, it's not a land. I know most people probably aren't into that idea, but I'd like them to see, to change the card borders somehow to convey more information.
Okay. Sweet. In that case, let's just drop another Ripjaw Raptor in the mix and
Drop them in the mix.
get our thematic compass on. Let's go ahead and get a. It doesn't matter at this point.
By the way, Ripjaw Raptor is a pretty good card in Arena, if you don't know. Compass flip hype?
Spires of Araska, which is fine.
So is Spires of Araska. Mana symbols on the bottom of the land. Yeah, one of my friends was complaining in Magic Duels the other day. He said he really liked the
blue in the bottom. He named pirate. So our opponent has
kind of special ability icons that they put on cards in Arena. I mean, in Duels more than he liked the ones they put on Arena. Like here, the Rampaging Ferostodon has Enrage, and it has that little hexagon and.
Aclazotz. That's how that's pronounced. Should get some.
And this Ruthless Knave has
pronounce all of the words for me. We actually
I don't know what the lightning bolt means. I think that you just have an activated ability. Arena beta gameplay is out now.
To pronounce all of the card names for the upcoming.
And they're still on the priority queue of players, but you can sign up.
From English,
I'm sure you can find it somewhere.
More fun things.
And get yourself at least on the beta queue, which I think they will start dipping into this month. Yeah, as far as full release goes, I don't know. And I don't think they should be releasing
Activating crew's a big deal.
a date
Our opponent
until
is-
they're sure they can get
so
this
hopefully
game
that's not a big deal.
mostly bug-free and up and going.
I actually think I have the pronunciation guides for the most recent Pro Tours, so I don't know if you guys caught. Like on Thursdays, I'm trying to share some of the cool stuff that I have around my desk. Like last week, I shared.
OD Show, this is a replay of Nate's stream.
Photo booth.
You can ask me or chat, but Nate will not be responding to you. And it's not because he doesn't like you. It's because this is a recording.
That all the Players Championship is what became the current incarnation of the World Championship.
Summoning
And
Sickness
we
looks
had
like
a
an
photo
aura.
booth that the players could take their photos in, and so we've got
It's
these
okay.
awesome reels of all of the players goofing around.
I think when
in the
it's
photo
tapped
booth,
and has Summoning
that's
Sickness, it
I
might be a
pointed-
little hard to
didn't share
tell.
my favorite, which was
I can't remember. I should have looked at his Siren Storm Tamer a little more because that came into play tapped
because
from the Sunwing.
oh man, that's such a
Ooh,
sick combo.
you've been
Captivated Crew
captivated.
And Temple of Alcatraz, that one, Temple of that thing.
Steel and Sack, boys.
Oh, that's
In
awesome.
case you're looking for Sack outlets for
I'm not even
Rivals of
happy we got
Ixalan.
down by this is cool.
Captivating Crew,
right.
Temple of Alcatraz, Sack outlets.
Wow, how cool. You can't hear me anymore. Oh no.
Oh, looks like
I hope that you can hear me soon.
Magic
Vraska,
Online is
no,
now. Oh, they must
I
have
will-
just
I will
updated the cards. Did they
decline.
just
I
put
would
them
like
in
to
now?
draw the Vraska, please. Cool.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do modern. If
Destroy
anything, I
target
think
artifact
they'll probably
with
end
your
up more
one
like
hand.
duels,
I'm
where they
very likely
kind of
to
make a
activate it
format out of their
immediately.
expired
Let's play
standard
Vraska.
formats.
Vraska was a good draw.
But the only thing they've promised is standard.
Is volume a little bit better for you guys? Did you figure that out?
And I'm fine with that. I liked where duels was at the end, you know? I mean, it just had access to all these cards over all these sets. You can really get some brewing going on.
I will destroy target artifact, creature, or enchantment. I will destroy Captivating Crew. It's been fun, buddy. Hasn't been fun.
Stream was not authored well,
All right.
This is
I'm
not my
also
stream.
attacking.
and that's kind of the information I'm going on here. This is Nate's Price's stream,
Attacking, I can chump block there.
and he works for Wizard, so he was
I'll be
authorized.
able to attack back. Yeah, let's go and attack.
And it's on Twitch. Anyone could watch it.
Aggressive. Be aggressive.
So I find it hard to believe that I could get in trouble for doing this. It's possible,
Yep. Okay. Cool.
but
So we'll kill off
I'm
the
not
4/4.
streaming any of my gameplay. I'm not streaming anything
Trading in
about
Jaw Raptor,
my
Super
arena
Jaw.
experience. I'm just streaming Nate,
Yes, this is
and I
correct.
think it should be okay.
Draw a card. Let's see what we get. Ixalan Constructed. This is just Ixalan Constructed right now.
And I'm trying to add my own content as opposed to just replaying it, which I'm sure they'd be happy for me to
Kinda
do
wish
though
I'd
if I
done all
just
this
replayed
before
it,
I
right?
tapped my lands, or before
Gets the
those
word
other
out.
decks. I would love to just be able
I mean,
to
I'm just
follow
trying to get the
this.
word out.
I am not good, and so I will pass the turn.
I think he cracked packs in the store. Yeah, they're readjusting the whole economy, they said, or if he hasn't, that's going to be the conclusion of this stream.
7 for search.
So we'll see, but
Sweet.
at the moment you can open packs in the store by paying coins. I appreciate it, don't daze me, bro. I don't want to get in trouble either, but I did one of these streams for their last one, and I didn't hear
Very
anything from
interesting,
Wizards.
Nebraska.
And I have seen some people who have streamed Arena, and I saw Wizards peeking around them, so I assume they think this is fine. And once again, even though I joke around, I encourage everyone to play this game.
Start making menace
I want
creatures,
more
so
competition
the
for
board will be
myself.
clear, so
I think
I'm
it's
gonna-
good.
I'm just
I
gonna
think
look
it's
at
fun. You guys should play. So, hashtag sellout Shaolin.
Oh, I know I should win these games well before. This is what I get for playing constructed decks. Just wait till draft comes out and I start drafting. I'm much better at drafting and playing Magic when it comes to draft.
The packs currently in this format, you get,
It's also rough having literally picked these.
they're
decks
8-card
up,
packs, right? I think
today.
you get one
Could've been-
rare,
could've been a
3
lot of things
uncommons,
different.
5
I
commons,
never said that I was
as
a Pro
opposed
Tour
to the
quality
normal Magic
player. Or
booster.
even a standard showdown quality player.
He's making fun of himself again. He's got to do it.
Okay, so this could give our opponent 2 creatures. That's fine. We're gonna make 2 creatures on my turn. Everything will be fine. Show me what you have. Search for Azcanta. freebooter. Opponent has no cards in hand. Let's take action.
I would
Here.
play that freebooter.
Transform. That seems like a lovely idea.
Oh, he's got no cards in hand? Never mind. I think there was an earlier freebooter he passed. I would also pass that freebooter.
I'm just going to tap everything manually right now.
A little bit of auto tapping goes a long. I mean, a little bit of manual tapping goes a long way in Arena.
Be really happy about basically everything and then pass the turn.
If you're complaining about auto tapping, just try tapping the one land you really want to tap or whatever, and then, in my opinion, auto tapping it seems to work fine. Also, it's pretty quick just to tap mana, as you can see, compared to duels, which is just insanely hard. I would say this is equivalent to MTGO tapping. Yo, Cobra Hand, what up?
Yeah. Yes, I resolved this.
Oh, right, that's what I missed, CGB. We got to go back. We got to go back. Where was that, CGB?
Nice spell flagship.
When he claims to be one of, like, top-notch drafter. Oh.
We're going to make 2 creatures on our turn. Everything will be fine.
Did I miss it?
Show me what you have. Search for Azcanta. The decks. Just wait till draft comes out and I start drafting. I'm much better at drafting and playing Magic when it comes to draft. The decks. Just wait till draft comes out and I start drafting. I'm much better at drafting and playing Magic when it comes to draft.
I doubt that. I doubt that.
It's also rough having literally.
If you mean there's more RNG in drafts, sometimes maybe.
Could have done a lot of things differently.
I doubt that very highly. And I would like Price of Progress in my draft pod if that's possible. Industrial Story.
Things should be good from here.
I'm fine with the half taps or whatever.
Never actually took stock of what was in our deck to get with the Azcanta. We put a lot of creatures in.
But the fact that they still put the tap symbol on too, I mean, you could tap them all the way. I don't know. Like, the whole problem I thought was that it was a square, and you can't tell when a square is on its side because it's a square, as opposed to a rectangle. So I'm fine. Yeah. I know people who get mad about that stuff, but that's not me.
Yep. You got it, dude.
Nate Price claims to be a skilled drafter.
You got it.
And his play also improves somehow. Somehow the fact that he drafted the cards makes him actually play them better.
How far back you plan to include far set wise?
Pretty sure an attack is an attack.
I think our opponent might be throwing in the towel here.
No tilt at all. You're 90 degrees or nothing. I understand that. I mean, it really just doesn't bother me either way. I'd be fine with whatever.
What did I miss?
It's pretty clear that it's tapped. That's all that I care about.
Come on, chat. You guys can spot lethal 100 yards away. How did he gain so much life?
I just wonder, like,
Land's got a dog. Cool, thanks.
This would be great if he got slow rolled here, but this dude's actually looking at his library. See, right now you can see him. I mean, his graveyard.
Okay. Oh no, that's bad.
And that's kind of animation information I like, you know. In MTGO, you can't tell when someone's looking at your graveyard. In real life, you pretty much can because they're like drop their hand in your graveyard and start pushing through your cards.
We're reaching the end of the stream. Our opponent's got a sweet deck. They got to steal at least one of our things with Captivating Crew, and sacrifice it.
I'm not saying it's a dumb complaint. It's just
made me happy to be on the receiving end of.
It's just an aesthetic
you got it.
disagreement. It's not a dumb complaint.
Total life of toughness and power. Oh man, that's busted. Bugsted. Yeah, do your thing. In fact, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and concede. Good game, opponent. finished off one of our things. Didn't quite get the other one, but that's good enough for me. So,
the GG.
that
Let's
will
watch that
do it
GG
as far
one
as
more
gameplay
time,
goes
man.
For today. Would have liked to stick
I think I need to clip that.
Good game, opponent. Finished off one of our.
Start putting that on my stream.
In fact, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and concede. That's a good game. Good game, opponent.
I'm not sure I'm technically savvy
Finished
enough
off one of
just
our
to
things,
capture his
didn't quite
face,
get the other
though.
one, but that's good enough for me. So.
All right, that's pretty much it.
That
I think
will do it as far as gameplay
he's
goes.
going to talk
for
about the
today.
economy.
Would have liked to stick around
And
and see
that's
that
it.
game to the end, but my time in this room is quickly coming to a close. So I wanted to let you guys know about some of the things we've got coming
Kelowna.
up soon. We do have a patch coming up next week for those of you guys who are in the game. There's going to be a bunch of information posted about it soon in terms of the exact specifics of it, but it is our Rivals of Ixalan update, so we're going to be adding Rivals of Ixalan in.
If any of you
along with
guys
some
are in the
basic
arena forums,
visual updates and
they do have information you can check
very
there.
importantly, so those of you guys who are in the beta right now know there's also going to be an accompanying account wipe. Part of the reason we're doing the accompanying
It hurts. It hurts. Ah. We knew it was going to happen, folks. They're giving us new cards, but at the same time, they're taking away all our toys. And you know what? There's going to be another wipe after we start playing with all these before the final release. So, suck it up. Goodbye, gold. Goodbye, packs. Starting fresh. My 5 settle the wreckage is gone. My 8 search for Azkant is gone. If I pack an early Tetlamach, though, I'll be okay.
account wipe is because we're also implementing the economy, like at least phase 1 of what the economy is going to look like, which is what our entire next stream is about. To make sure you're with us at 2 o'clock next Wednesday, because we're going to have the executive producer
That's
of
2
the
days
game, Chris Ko,
from
and
now,
the
because this is a late review.
principal game designer Chris Clay
Trolling
on
sacraments.
the show, kind of in that talk style show, to be able to talk about all of the upcoming things that we're looking at for the first incarnation of our
I like Chris
economy.
Clay. He's
So
reliable.
you guys know this is also a starting point. This is an opportunity for us to let you guys kind of know the philosophies behind what we're planning on doing, give you some info on what things are going to look like, and then once we get it in front of you guys in the patch, we'll give you an opportunity to get through play and help us better decide, refine things more or less. So it's a stream you won't
agree.
want to miss. We'll
The amount
be
of
messaging
packs
about it a lot, but please make
we
sure
are
you're
getting
here next
currently
week,
in
that way you
arena
can
is
learn
fine.
all of the economy stuff for the very beginnings. I
If
know
you're
you
not
guys
just
have
going to
been
give
asking
us
for
all
that
the
for,
cards, you know.
like literally 30 years now, apparently it feels like. So we have the details to give you. And you guys will get to see that all in game when I walk you through it in 2 weeks. So
I 100% agree with you, Cobra Hand. Economy is the greatest way to make this game fail. I really hope they get it right. I really hope they get it right. They already have a pay for magic game in paper and online, so please, if you're there in chat, give me a little bless RNG, man, for a good economy. Please. Don't kill this game for me. I can't stream duels for 3 more years. I can't do it. There's a lot of economies I can accept. Just make it good enough. Please.
tune in next week, 2 p.m. Pacific time, to hear Chris and Chris walk us through the economy. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with
That's
you
it.
guys. Make sure you're
All right, guys.